Okay, everybody, let's get to it. Hopefully it'll get a lot better. So far, I'm not liking these scanning things or examining things. Luckily, it's going to be a lot easier now since I just have to just examine this. I assume I just have to do a regular missile.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Man. Hopefully I can really get
Adam hadn't authorized it,
more story.
but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.
Okay. Crap. Now we got something. Thank you. Woo! Thank you. Finally some gameplay. Now at least. Oh, there we go. Charge me. I think. How am I supposed to? What the? Oh, morph ball. No. Morph ball. Oh, that's right. I'm being. Not take me off. Can I? Oh, I can just do this. Okay. I like the graphics so far, and I like finally some gameplay. This is what I wanted to see. This I wanted to see. This I like about Metroid. This is what I like. Finally get some gameplay. This makes the game enjoyable. That first part is annoying. That's the biggest flaw with this game, is that you have an annoying story to start off with, and you got these demo things that you have to do, and you got to do these examining things that you have to do. At least when you get to the gameplay, it looks funner. But this part's annoying now when you have. Can I examine? Hold on. I don't think there's anything. Okay. Well, I will say so far this is my least favorite Metroid game, but that's only because of some of the annoyances in the beginning. That don't mean it's terrible. Hold on a minute. Okay. Oh, I gotta be merciful. Get my first energy tank. Or not. Oh, that's right. Can't use it because of bomb cannon. Alright, so go this way. Got no choice. Can't get nothing else. Can't get the energy tank. Probably until Adam says, which is annoying, I should say. I don't like that. What is it? Do I need bombs for that too? Oh, screw it, man. Screw it. I do like when you see an enemy that it shoots at the direction of the enemy, and I do like that. I will admit, I do like that. I'm going to say this at least is a unique Metroid game. It's unique. Oh, stand on the platform to save it. Well, I'm going to need to save it. I'm going here.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
Okay. That was only 8 minutes into the second part. I just want to get to a boss or something.
He's dead. Someone or something attacked him.
He's not dead.
Get away from me!
It was obvious that there was some pervasive danger throughout the facility.
More
I didn't
story.
know what had brought Adam here, but I did know that cooperation was imperative if we were to restore safety. Adam, listen to me. Clearly, this facility is in complete disorder. It might be too dangerous for your men to go alone. That's why I've...
There's more.
You're coming out of the wall!
Take off.
Boss.
Buddy.
Boss time.
Open fire! Bring it on! This ain't good! Nothing's working! Listen up! Freeze guns authorized! Seven, I'm authorizing missile use!
Okay.
Concentrate fire in a single location and freeze that thing! And seven, you attack the frozen spot! Now, use your missile.
Got it. Woo! It actually makes bosses harder. Because if you have to use missiles, you have to point at the screen. That's
Samus,
another problem.
looks like I'm gonna need to ask for your cooperation on this mission. But I'm also gonna have to ask that you follow my commands.
At least I'm
You
getting
don't
familiar
move
with
unless
the
I
game.
say so, and you don't fire until I say so.
But I'm about to stop here. Not yet. Not yet. Just let me know.
lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the Galactic Federation for ages. Me,
Thumbs down for him.
I was known for giving the thumbs down during a briefing.
Pointed thumbs.
I had my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around, but he would end all of his mission briefings by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child, or used kid gloves because I was a woman. And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul, and as a result, it touched me on some level that Adam would acknowledge that past by calling me something delicate, like lady. And I knew more than anyone that every word from Adam was deliberate. My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding of the mission orders. The other soldiers were always willing to support me with easy smiles despite the fact that I clearly had so much yet to learn. Among them was Anthony. In the face of his well-meaning behavior and that of the other soldiers,
More story.
my response was to become increasingly bitter.
It's actually slowing the
I was a
gameplay
child.
down.
Always with something to prove, a chip on my shoulder. And I was angry. I felt that if I let my guard down, I would easily be broken. And beyond that, I was scared. But even in the naivete of my youth, I could see in Adam's joking manner how close he felt to me. Adam knows my past, and he knows me better than anyone else.
Why did you have to make the story so long?
Confession time.
It's actually
Because I was so
it actually
young when I
slows the
lost
game
both of my
down.
parents, there's no question I saw Adam as a father figure. When I rebelled against him, I knew I could get away with it. And his paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion reinforced the special bond I felt with him. I understood well that chances were slim that I would ever find anyone that understood me like Adam. And yet, when the time came, I still left his side. I was so young. Young and naive.
Come on, I want to stop the game, please. I've played enough already.
Exactly what transpired here on the bottle ship is still uncertain. Here's what we do know. The equipment we thought had been destroyed is operational again. And we've seen casualties attributed to an unidentified and lethal creature. The situation is critical. We need to gather all the information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety. Consider this site extremely dangerous. Be careful as you make your sweeps. And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all-pervasive. Your comm systems are useless. As a result, communication channels will be limited to the facility's navigation booths. Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives. Gotcha. Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony, you're Sector 3. I'll leave it to you to decide whether plasma guns are called for.
All right.
James, check out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG, run a complete sweep of the residential quarters and investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze gun. Do not forget to check in regularly via navigation booths.
This is turning out
Samus,
more of a movie
you go to the
than
system management
actual
room.
game.
Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running.
Feels like I'm watching
your comm
an
system is still
episode of.
functional.
I'm watching a movie
Remember,
and doing a
everything you see
reaction and
will
review
also appear on the
episode
screen.
that used to be done by the late Amber Prevost.
Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized.
Excuse me.
As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the
Kiss
ability
my
to spread a
ass.
high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living things, which is a nice way of saying
The
they can
story
vaporize humans
sucks.
instantly.
The story
You
is
should be well
bringing
aware
the
of how
game
dangerous power
down.
bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials.
This is,
Once the mission in the system
Oh my
management room is complete,
goodness.
I need you to report back.
now I know
I'll give you
why
your next
people don't
orders
like
then.
this game. Too
I
much
want you all to
story.
be especially careful as you
And
execute
less
your missions.
gameplay, it looks like.
That's the end of the briefing.
Do I care about the breathing?
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part
Briefing?
of since becoming
No,
a freelance
fuck
bounty
you.
hunter. And of course, it was the first time since my Federation days that I was
Come on
following
with
the
the
orders of a commanding
story!
officer.
Get to the gameplay
Having received
already so I
mission
can
orders from
quit!
Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated
Come
at the
on
unexpected
here!
turn of events. I responded.
Wow, 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 wow,
Understood,
wow!
No objections, of course.
Oh, thank you! About time! How long has this been on? So now they're gonna give me everything, almost everything except for power bombs. 20 minutes! 20 minutes! I wanted to stop before the 20-minute mark with this gameplay, but no! We're gonna have story! It felt like I was watching a movie and doing a reaction and review episode, something that the late Emmer Prevost used to do. I will see you for my final review. It's about time that story stopped. Ugh. I hate the story. I really hate the story. It brings the gameplay down. I'm done. I'm done with this game. I will see you for my final review. I did a little bit of an off-camera game before I did my final review because I wanted to check out some more gameplay of Metroid Other M. And I'm going to say this. This is the worst Metroid game I've ever played. Out of all the Metroid games that I've played in the past, this is the worst. First, I'm going to get to the positives, though. I will say this. The graphics are actually good. And I don't think Team Ninja would mess up with the graphics or anything like that. I assume that Team Ninja did the right thing with the graphics. Because I don't, with a company like Team Ninja, don't expect the graphics to be awful. I will tell you that. And the sound and music was fine. The voice acting was okay. I didn't have a problem with the voice acting. And I will say the gameplay here and there is fine. But the gameplay isn't perfect. I'm going to explain why. First off, I learned that the wall jumping is terrible. It is responsive at times and at times it's not. As a result, I don't consider the wall jump to be the best in this game. This is actually has the worst wall jumping in any Metroid game. The wall jumping is only precise if you press the button right. If you don't, you're going to slip off the wall and you're going to have to do the wall jump all over again, which sucks. And the controls are fine for the most part except for the wall jumping. I will say that I don't like the wall jumping in this game. I really don't. Another thing that I didn't like is with the frame rate at times. The frame rate can be a little choppy at times. I will say that. It's not terrible, I will say that, but the frame rate can be a little choppy at times. But the worst part is with the story. It is awful. The story is awful with the exception of the events talking about the ending to Super Metroid. That's really the only particular part of the story that I really liked. After that, the story dragged on and on and on, and I just wanted to get to the gameplay. The story kept dragging on, and it slowed the gameplay down. Now, surprisingly enough, so far, with what I've played, once you get to a certain spot, you should be able to really play it and get familiar with it. But the story drags it. I wanted to get to the game and it wouldn't let me. You can't skip any of that crap whatsoever. It felt like I was doing a reaction and review episode. Something that the late Emmer Prevost used to do. That's what it felt like when it came to the story. It was so repetitive and boring that I didn't want to play the game at all. And that's what kept the gameplay down, in my opinion. And it's really unfortunate because if it wasn't for that, I bet you the game would have been better. But because of the story dragging on, I assume there's more story with this. Unfortunately, I can't recommend the game. I'm giving it a red card, guys. I didn't want to do it. I really didn't want to do it. But I will say, I'm not putting this game as one of the worst games that I've played this year. I will say that. It's definitely not going into my top 10. unfortunately, and my bottom 10. It's not going in my top 10 worst or my best, unfortunately. And I really wanted to like this game. Hopefully someday when I play Metroid Dread, it might actually be more promising. I can't believe the last console release before Metroid Dread was this. And unfortunately, if there was less story, this would have been more fun. And at times when I was playing the game off camera, I got quite a bit of game overs. So I wasn't quite familiar with the game. And I don't know. I might do a walkthroughs and challenges on this someday. Maybe I'll update my ranking. I don't know. But the thing about it is I'm not putting in my top 10 best or my worst this year. It gets a red card for me, guys. I'm really sorry. I was so disappointed in it. And it's all because of the awful story. It brings the gameplay down. And that's been my review of Metroid Other M. I was so disappointed. I really wanted to like this. It just, the story felt like I was doing a reaction and review episode. And I didn't want it to be that way. This is gameplay and review, not reaction and review. I'm really sorry, guys. That's been my review, and hopefully next time, the next walkthroughs and challenges episode that I do will be much more promising. I bet you it'll be a much more better game than this. And of course, tomorrow will be day 4, or not day 4. Today's day 4, day 5, and it will be probably a better gameplay that I'm most likely going to be doing, and I think it's going to be a requested walkthroughs and challenges episode. Hopefully that will be much better, and I'm going to check my schedule for a minute before I wrap this up. And I am right. It's going to be a requested walkthroughs and challenges tomorrow. So you will see that, and hopefully it'll be much more promising. And if you like this video, please subscribe and click on the notification bell for new videos. And I'm sorry, folks. I'm practically out of it because of that stinking game. I do premieres at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the exception of Christmas Day, because I'm going to do that differently. And if you like the live chat, you can do so. I premiere everything at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and stay awesome, and happy gaming.